Yo guys, in this video we are going to talk about Cardano, the recent price action, where we can expect it to go in the coming days and weeks, and overall what I'm thinking about Cardano in this cycle compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum and other altcoins as well. So make sure to watch the video until the end to really understand everything about Cardano and its price action. So we'll start by looking at the 30-minute chart. As you can see right here, we very clearly have a structure of higher highs and higher lows. At the moment, we are approaching the previous high, so if we can break above this high at around 0.59, then we will likely head all the way up to this next resistance area at around 0.616, which is where Cardano has struggled before. If we do break above this, then it will continue the structure of higher highs and higher lows. At the moment, as long as we don't break below this previous low, so at around 0.55, then the structure is still valid and we can still expect Cardano to keep on rallying. Of course, this goes with a correlation to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been doing relatively well in the last few days, recovering from its recent dump all the way down to around 99k. And now, if we look at the Cardano chart on the daily chart, then this looks absolutely disgusting. Look at this horrible structure. We have lower highs throughout the entire year. Basically, since late in 2024, we've had this massive rally back in November of 2024. But since then, Cardano has been doing so poorly, going all the way down from around 1.3 to about 0.58 at the moment. It dropped over 50%, but it's not just how much it dropped. It's the structure on the chart looking so bad, again with the lower highs, and we also have slightly lower lows. It looked like this area at around 0.51 was a very strong support, but we have dipped below it twice in the last month or so. One time was in the liquidation event back in October 10th, which, since it was such an incredible liquidation event and the price shows differently on different exchanges, I can somewhat ignore this price drop right here. It's not really a part of the structure, it's just 1 week. But right here, when Cardano dropped to below 0.5 on November 3rd, and it even stayed down there for a couple of days, this is a much more concerning sign, and it looks like we have a downtrending channel. But as you can see, in the last few days, we have recovered back up above 0.5, so we are above the support area once again. And it could be that this was just a bit of a fake breakdown below the support area. It's too early to conclude this just yet. I do think that most likely Cardano will still continue rallying in this cycle, because I am expecting Bitcoin and Ethereum to do relatively well in the next few months. So if this does happen, then Cardano will likely follow them and do relatively well on its own. But at the moment, Cardano is one of the worst looking altcoins, in my opinion, in the market. Some other altcoins have a much better structure of higher highs and higher lows, despite the recent weakness in the crypto market. But for Cardano, in the last year, really, since November of 2024, the structure is looking very bad. But of course, Cardano is an incredibly volatile coin, so I could be making a video in a week that completely invalidates this one and that shows a completely different story. If Cardano rallies or if it breaks down, then it will really change the picture. At the moment, what I'm thinking is that Cardano will likely reach new highs. I don't know if new all-time highs, but it will likely at least approach this area that we were at back in August, getting close to the $1 area, and we can potentially even break above this high in late 2024 and even reach $2. It seems very far away at the moment, but if we do get a euphoria phase in the market and a significant alt season, then Cardano can still reach $2. It's not an absurd thing to happen, but at the moment it's incredibly speculative and we are nowhere near that, and the structure, as I said, looks really weak. As I explained about basically every altcoin in the last couple of weeks, I still expect Bitcoin to continue to outperform most altcoins, and I think that altcoins will lag behind Bitcoin, even if they will go up in terms of dollars. I think that until Bitcoin reaches new all-time highs and until Ethereum significantly breaks above 5k and we get some sort of a parabolic move in the market by Bitcoin and Ethereum, most altcoins will still lag and underperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. And with Cardano's structure looking so bad, in my opinion, even compared to other altcoins, I don't think that it's very smart to get into Cardano at the moment, at least compared to Bitcoin. Again, just to be clear, this doesn't mean that Cardano can't go up in terms of dollars. It absolutely can, and it most likely actually will. But compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, it will likely underperform them in the next 2 weeks until Bitcoin at least approaches new all-time highs, and most likely it will also require Ethereum to approach new all-time highs as well. I also go more in depth about why I think that altcoins will continue to underperform Bitcoin in the next few weeks in other videos. But since I keep repeating the same things about altcoins in almost every video, I will just keep it as that for this video. I will keep making more videos, of course, about Cardano, about other altcoins, about Bitcoin, Ethereum, the entire crypto market, what I'm thinking about Bitcoin compared to altcoins, about specific ones, the entire altcoin market, and everything in between. So make sure to subscribe to not miss any future updates. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.